Decided to bring to you my top five most annoying reasons for spikes. Now, tinnitus spike or tinnitus spike, T spike, is something where you do something that causes the ringing to elevate, and typically it stays up for a day, 24 hours, more. I don't know that mine ever do much less, and can last as long as a week. Some people don't really feel spikes. Some people, it's just always that way. But it's for me, the tinnitus kind of telling me it's pissed, telling me what I should be avoiding. And I figured I'd go through the top five reasons or top five ways that I have T spikes to see if maybe it's something you should consider evaluating. One would be the impact of running. I've recently taken on getting back in shape, and I like to do interval sprinting, or it's not sprinting anymore. 40, almost 47. So sprinting with a gut out in public is fun, but I pinch my shoulders back. I try to suck in. Anyway. But the bouncing, the sprint, and even the jogging. What I'm finding when I do intervals from telephone pole to telephone pole or lamppost to lamppost is an elevation in my T as well. So I have recently had to cut it out and go to yoga and do some different things. And in the process, I've found that my T has gone down. So unfortunately, though it is one of my quickest ways to get back in shape, it is also going to have to not be in the repertoire of helping me feel better, get fitter. So that's the first one. Second one is water splashing. Now, this is a G-rated show, so I'll just say that when I pee, it spikes my T. So I have, for some reason, in my hearing loss range, whenever I hear splashing water, and it could be outside in sprinklers, or it could be when I'm going to the bathroom, and most annoyingly, in the middle of the night, it spikes my T. So I obviously have to aim in the right ways. I have to make sure that I know that that's happened. It doesn't happen so much when I go to the ocean and listen to waves for some reason, but definitely the splashing of water. Number two. Number three, probably the one that I'd give the most trade-off for: chocolate, savory, salty treats, and sweet treats with a lot of added sugar definitely spikes my T. So the ice cream at night, the cookies, the brownies, anything that, maybe the ice cream sandwiches, whatever it is, they all do cause my T to get spiked. Salt, definitely bacon. As much as I love bacon, I have to watch how much sodium intake I have. It tends to cause most people to spike a bit. And chocolate, which, whether it's, I don't know what it is. Obviously, I do 60% cocoa, but there's still some sugar in there. It also affects it. Now, I trade off. I sometimes just decide I'm going to have some anyway. And those are the things you're going to have to figure out what you're willing to do. For the next one, number four, I have largely already cut it out, but I figured I'd throw it in there. Alcohol, whether it be beer, especially red wine. I used to do tequila a lot, don't do it at all really anymore. I cut it out about a year and a half ago due to my nerves. Some stuff was going on in my life, and I just cut that out mostly. I had cut coffee out. I've kind of inserted that back in. But that, as number four, is something that is annoying, especially when I want to have like a glass of red wine with a friend or a beer out on the sidewalk with the neighbors. I need to make sure I know that I'm going to be feeling it for the next couple days, no matter how much water I put in with it, no matter what I do. And lastly, number five, the wearing of ear pods. So I bought some Samsung ear pods. Love the concept of it, but because they're so tight and suctioned into my ears, and I think it would probably go for all earphones, I get ringing no matter how low I put the volume. And I have read some studies that show that specifically ear pods just due to the pressure, due to how close the speaker is to the ear, the inner ear, they're not super helpful. And I'd do your own study if you want to follow up on that. But Those five things are the most annoying things for me that spike my tea. Again, it would be everything from impact of running, water splashing, chocolate savory treats, and sugar, alcoholic drinks, and earbuds. I wish you well in you figuring out what causes your tea spikes, and I hope you have a good one.